I hope everyone had a great Easter weekend, and I hope you capped it all off with watching Last of Us last night.
Oh, bro.
I'm not going to say anything. No spoilers.
No, we can talk about it.
No, we can't.
We can talk about it.
We shouldn't talk about it. We could. I mean, we can talk about it, but
it's in the script.
I feel like if we do talk about it, and you don't know, that's not good. Why?
I guess we can just talk about the excitement.
Why do you just have my live?
That's my live.
Okay.
See?
Right.
You're a different angle.
Okay.
We got live streams going on all over the place.
Let's go. Let's go here.
It's the Monday M.A.S. with Chris Cote and Todd Richards, April 21st, 2025. This is the world's greatest action sports podcast. This podcast is presented by New Greens at New Greens. You want to live longer, better, healthier, happier at New Greens. Try it. Look at Todd. This guy's happy and healthy all the time. At Mammoth Mountain. They're going to be open all summer, it seems like.
Still going.
Still going, still shredding, still snowing. At Mammoth Mountain. Please go.
Wait. And
there's more.
There's more. Mammoth Mountain will be hosting the World Quarterpipe Championships, brought to you by Slush Magazine this weekend.
And Sunbum. They're also sponsored.
And Sunbum.
Wait, hold on, I got here right here.
Which actually is...
No, Sunbum's actually sponsoring the quarterfinals.
Well, great, because they're also sponsoring our podcast. Sunbum, squirt a little on you, prevent skin cancer.
Yeah, squirt it on your body.
Put it all up in you.
My son Roman was in a Sunbum commercial on Thursday. He got to skip school and he got to be an actor and skateboard. So hopefully he'll get on a billboard. Sunbum.
You know what I find is a great pick-me-up?
What?
Is combining Machu Picchu energy with Panic and Coffee and Tea. It is...
I wanted some of that.
It turns you into an unstoppable force.
Can I'll just baby bird it because I know your mouth already touched it.
I'm sorry, what?
Devin
from New Greens knows all about being a baby bird.
That's good.
There we
Hanson
go.
Surfboards at Hanson Surf. You know, I went there and I bought some gifts because they had a big sale. And I went inside. And contrary to what maybe going around on the internet, there's still a lot of cool surf and skate clothes in there. Do you know that?
What do you mean?
There's clothes everywhere.
What's going on the internet?
Just people are saying like that there's no more surf clothes. But I went to Hanson's, and boy, there's clothes, boards, sunglasses, everything.
Why don't let's transition to the Spy Optic
Spy Optic at Spy Optic.
I'm wearing these are the Helms.
Oh yeah, those are classics.
These are classic shapes.
Yeah. Don't you know, those remind me of Ken Block.
Do they really?
They do. Just like, I think he used to wear those. And
yeah, it's just like a normal pair of glasses.
They're great.
Yeah, they have the happy lens. Makes you happy.
I got a couple new Spy.
They're great indoors. What if you wear, like, what is the first thing you think of when you spot somebody wearing sunglasses indoors?
They're baked.
Really? That's the first thing?
Or they're on PCP.
PCP, they'd be punching out windshields.
Well, sunglasses inside, just kind of like...
Do you have an opinion?
I think they're baked.
What do you think about white people that sing reggae with dreadlocks?
Some of them are really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it's cultural appropriation?
No. It's music, man.
Okay.
I send it to you. I send you those videos on Instagram all the time.
I know.
Bachon's Japanese barbecue sauce at Try Bachon's. Wow, the new flavors are epic. Thank you, Bachon's.
We don't have any of the new flavors here, but
it's because we're eating them.
What's your favorite of the new flavors?
Garlic.
You like the garlic one?
Yeah, the new garlic flavor. Garlic. What is it? Garlic miso or garlic something? It is so freaking good.
Here's something that's really fun.
What?
On each one of the Bachon labels.
Yeah.
Where the octopus is, and this is just something I noticed. I was today years old when I noticed each one of these octopus has something that relates to the flavor. So the garlic one, the octopus is a little vampire.
Oh, this guy has his tongue out.
Yeah, and then the pineapple one, he has a Hawaiian shirt on. It's just like the little aesthetic details.
Bachon's knows.
I mean, the taste is great, but it's the packaging. It's a whole thing.
Packaging, logo, flavor, vibe. At Bubs Naturals. Bubs. You know, did you watch White Lotus?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, Goggins. What's his name? Walter Goggins?
Mm-hmm.
one of the lead guys. He has made receding hairlines sexy again, and I thank him for that. But I also want to thank Bubs because I've been, as you know, drinking all that collagen all the time, and my hair is growing faster than ever. And I really want to say thank you to Bubs. I know it's for your hair, skin, nails, and all that, but man, it's making me look sexy. I look sexy.
How do you spell receding?
RECEDING, hairline. A couple more at Mint Tours. At Mint Tours.
We already.
There's no downtime for Mint Tours. There's always a tour going somewhere.
I feel like I just got hit up by Jared about putting the dates together for Japan.
Whoa, dude, we better talk about that after the show.
Well, I mean, there's a lot going on next year. We got Olympics for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Cortina for a while.
It's
wait,
really
not Cortina.
the island off California?
No, that's
Oh, that's Catalina.
Catalina.
Oh, that's not where the Winter Olympics are?
No. Okay, keep going.
DiecutStickers.com. We've got a bunch of new DiecutStickers.com, and I've been doing a great job of putting them up all over town. So
Great.
if you see one, that was me, that was not Todd. I've been doing it.
You're probably not going to like it.
Lastly, vessel shipping. Vessel shipping. You know, we got these skateboards right here, and I'm going to put them on our Instagram today and start slanging them just for some pocket money. Maybe I'll sell skateboards to raise some money to buy t-shirts. What do you think of that? And then we'll have a box of shirts over there for a year.
Why can't we just sell the t-shirts we have? All right, is that everybody?
That's everybody, but
Okay.
there is one more thing. Tempest Free Running Kings of the Concrete is this Saturday. Venice Beach, on the beach, in the pit, on the bars. It's going to be sick. The best free runner parkour athletes in the world, male and female, will be on the beach in Venice all day Saturday. It's going to be epic. I will be there announcing. My son, his buddies are going to try to qualify on Friday, so we'll see. But either way, that's going to be a rad time. And
Chris,
I'm glad it's on the sand now, not on the actual concrete.
This just in.
Okay, what's in?
This is breaking news.
What's in?
Scientists say that AI will help you to be able to understand what your pets are saying to you within the next 3 years.
But that would be interesting. So I got a dog right over here. Hi. Who looked over here. The dog has not touched the bone all day. The second we hit record, dog goes ham on the bone. Dog goes ham bone.
Ham on the bone.
So I'm wondering what the hell this dog's thinking. Here's some surf news brought to you by Sunbum at Sunbum.
Well, how does that feel to you? Do you want to know? Well, I mean,
yes.
You know, it'd be great is if AI could be used to let you know what your significant other means.
Yeah.
That would be. I feel like that would, you know, be worthy of a Nobel Prize.
Have you been watching Black Mirror?
No, I only have room in my soul for 2 good shows at once. And
Really?
I'm rewatching Andor. I just finished rewatching Andor to get ready for.
Well, that's finished.
tomorrow.
Now you got to start Black Mirror.
No, because Andor starts tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And then Last of Us, which we will talk about in Last of Us news.
Yeah, I'd love to. My dog is the best dog ever, but also annoying sometimes. So it would probably just be going, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I need to pee. I got to shit. I need to walk. I'm bored. That's what my dog would say. Surf News is brought to you by Sunbum at Sunbum. So there is a championship tour event happening, one of the longest running contests ever. And it's a little bit, we're stalled out at Bell's. No waves. Looks like they've been having fun. They've been making the most of it. The best video I've seen from Bell's in the last couple of days was Steph Gilmore.
Oh my God, shredding.
Jamming to, I think, my favorite
Judas Priest.
AC/DC song.
And then didn't she play Judas Priest too?
I don't know.
I
But
feel like
she was jamming to AC/DC Let There Be Rock, which, in my opinion, is probably the best AC/DC song. And she was going off. She was ripping. She did an expression session with Mick Fanning and Mason. Yeah, they're having a good time, but there's not enough waves to run the contest so far. They've had half a day. Did you get the news, Todd? Lower Trestles in San Diego, California is your Olympic surfing venue for 2028.
Just when you thought your spot wasn't blown out, guess what? We're going to blow it out even more.
Where are they going to put... Have you been to Lowers lately? There's not a lot of beach. The road's, like, not good. I don't know how the hell they're going to pull this off.
Well, I feel like the spectator events for that kind of stuff isn't... I don't know. Like, how would they do that?
I don't know why it's not in a wave pool.
Well,
We have Surf Ranch up the street.
Because surf ranch is boring as fuck.
I know, but it's the Olympics. It's for TV. It's like, we want to watch surfing from 8 at night to 9 at night, and that's it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what.
They should do it at, like, they should build a new wave pool with the crazy air sections.
So, the Olympics is in August
Yeah.
of 2028.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
What do you think the waves are going to be like?
Exactly. I'm like,
well, I think
September typically... Well, August, September is probably
will be
good.
They'll have a couple good days.
It can't be any worse than it was in Chiba.
I mean, it's just hard to imagine because no matter what, the Olympic footprint is huge.
You know they should have had it at Huntington.
Should have had it in a wave pool at Huntington.
At Beacons.
Build a wave pool. Anyway, that's happening. Hopefully, I'll be there. There was a full-on vlogger's dream event. Oh, you're watching it right now.
Yeah.
A vlogger's dream at the Palm Springs Surf Club. It was the Golden Voice something. It was like Coachella, but with a wave pool.
I think they were all there I mean, that whole crew is the crew that you would picture being at Coachella.
But I think you had to choose.
Well,
maybe you go to the wave pool all day, then go to Coachella at night. But anyway, you had bottle service. Bruce Irons was there. Zeke was there doing rad tricks. He did some really... Did you see the body barrel air he did?
Yep.
That was pretty rad. Board shorts are huge these days. Big, baggy board shorts.
Long. I think they're a little too long now.
Yeah, they're getting in the way. Who else was there? Ella McCaffrey, Judd Henkes, Ryan Huckabee was ripping. Wardo was there. It looked really fun.
Yeah.
It looked like, again, like Coachella surf. And
I would go back.
I don't know if we were invited or not. Were
no,
we?
I mean, we weren't.
I don't think we were.
Straight up, we're not invited.
I think it was made aware of it, but I don't think it was an invite per se.
Chris, we haven't really talked about Katy Perry coming back from space and what that means for surfing.
Oh. What does it mean for surfing?
Absolutely fucking nothing. It doesn't mean anything for anyone.
I think a lot of people got a lot of mileage out of making fun of those rich
yeah.
gals
If it was done for comedy, then it was probably the greatest Andy Kaufman-esque skit ever. But
I think it was Joy Behar. She was getting
interviewed.
interviewed.
Oprah's best friend?
Yeah, she was getting interviewed, and somebody was like, she ended it with like.
Or Gail. No, Gail.
Isn't
Gail Oprah's best friend?
Yeah, maybe. No, Joy Behar is another lady on the View.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell
she was up
in
space.
Somebody went up to space, and they were, they're like a billionaire, and they came down. They're like, well, you can talk shit when you go to space. And it's like, well, that's not a really good argument because I can't afford to go to space.
I don't
want to.
I didn't really mean to turn this into let's go to space news with Katy Perry, but it really is I was talking to someone just the other day, and they pointed out the fact, well, first of all, the landing thing where the door opens and then Bezos pretends to open it with like a special...
That was weird.
Okay, that was really weird. And also, my buddy was like, look, if you're going to space and it's someplace where like you're dealing with immense amounts of pressure.
Yeah.
You do not have a door that opens inwards.
No.
That is not what you do.
Well,
the door would have to open out because the pressure of the launch would keep the door sealed. The whole thing is so like
fishy.
It's like the worst. I don't know. It's
they
like
pulled it.
I feel like kids have better story continuity when they play with their toys than this fucking publicity thing. I mean, I know I did. I knew that if I set something in motion in this part of my play, then it would carry through to the other. It had to make sense logically.
Logically speaking, but
right?
This is 2025. There's no logic.
Logic has fucking flown the coop.
Tell me if this is logical or not.
Okay.
There's a new wave pool community going into St. George, Utah.
Like nudist?
No.
Like
wave pool.
Polygamist?
Wave pool.
Okay.
Perfect Swell, who has currently, I think, the best looking wave pool for airs. The one in Sao Paulo, Boa Vista Village, the two kind of like leading tech right now in the wave pool sphere.
Okay.
So they're making this huge, it's a community, and there's like there's 2 unit wave pools, a big Perfect Swell wave pool, and a big community.
Mm-hmm.
All the houses that are beachfront to the wave are sold out.
Oh shit.
It's going to be wild.
And this is in St. George, Utah.
St. George, Utah.
You know
right on the edge of Zion.
From St. George, Utah.
Who?
Joey Fava and Pat Fava.
Okay. Well, they should get free passes. There's still lots available. $1.5 million. The Zion Shores. That's on via Stab Magazine.
I've heard.
Is that a good spot?
I think it is kind of a good spot. I mean, there's a ski area close to there. I think it's Bryan Head is close to there. It's kind of one of those places you can still get land. You can, if you're into riding dirt bikes.
Yeah. You
could build a fucking skate park in your backyard and no one's going to say anything.
Utah is the state of sport, correct?
Sure.
That's their catchphrase.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot. Whenever I go to Utah, like
state of heel brews,
Salt Lake City, all that stuff is going on. People are outside doing shit. So I think it's a great place for a wave pool.
All right.
Love it. Love an invite. Stab High is coming back. You were actually invited to that, weren't you?
Yeah, we're still trying to figure it out.
Okay. It's going to be at the Shizunami Surf Stadium, May 24th. You better figure it out soon.
May 24th?
May 24th and 25th.
Oh, man.
Some new competitors are invited. Pedro Barros is going to be there.
I think that's great.
Judd Henkes.
I think that's great, too.
Dane Henry. You don't know Dane? He's really good. There's going to be a fresh batch of Yeti Ladybirds, Yeti Bottle Rockets, and then there's a new division. Our friends at Sunbum have sponsored the Sunbum Pro Women. Mia Coco Brown, Sierra Kerr, Sky Brown. That's going to be
awesome.
Tight.
I hope there's more than 4 women.
There will be.
Okay.
Headlined by, so there will be others. And they have a new section, a new air section. I didn't think that was the best place to have Stab High last year. I don't know what's going on. Well, people couldn't land anything.
We did. I mean, the run up to it, people were dropping clips.
Maybe people got nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully there's a new ramp. We've seen our guy Raiji.
Yeah, Raiji was doing Japan airs and like dive bomb Indy, like all this stuff. And then when it came to the actual event, everyone got chicken legs.
Well, Raiji has dropped new clips from the new air section.
Okay,
that
so that's
great.
Interesting.
Chris Hemsworth, one of the most
Thor, better known as Thor.
Yeah, one of the most handsome Chris's I know, besides me. He's 41 years old.
He's fucking rich.
He just dropped. He dropped some photos on his Instagram. It's gnarly.
I think that
he's towing into gnarly waves.
His family is like, they're very action sporty. Like his kids are like kind of becoming good snowboarders. He obviously
has a great body.
Grew up surfing with a fucking dazzling rig.
Man.
Yeah.
It's kind of not fair when you think about it. Like you can't have that good of a body.
But all those muscles those muscles get in the way.
Well, he was towed in and taking nothing away from him. It was a gnarly ass wave. I wouldn't tow into that wave.
Do you think muscles get in the way?
Yeah. That's why I don't have muscles. I just have body.
You look like a. Not even gonna say it.
Don't say it.
Okay,
there's more surf news. You know the wave Macaronis?
Yep.
Basically, when anybody asks me what is the best, your favorite wave in the world, it will always be Macaroni.
What is the right hand version of Macaronis?
The right hand version of Macaronis.
Macas.
Shit. I don't know. You guys you have so many rights.
Bullshit. I feel like all the good waves are lefts.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Cloud
Championship
break?
Tour.
Cloud break?
Okay. If you
let's
want to go,
okay, you want to name? I'll name right now.
You go.
Cloud break.
J-Bay.
Restaurants.
Okay. Punta Rocas.
Macaronis.
Bank vaults.
What's another left? That's good. Pipeline.
Karamas. That's right.
Ulus.
Rincon.
Okay.
For every good left, there is a great right.
The ranch.
What ranch?
The ranch in Mexico.
I've never been there.
Anyway,
the left?
All I'm saying is I feel like I've been on more surf trips that have had incredibly good lefts than rights. And I guess like I need to go to Salina Cruz. I really need to go and surf.
Yeah, you need to go to a place that has rights. That's how you fix that.
I need to ditch all these goofy foot friends I have.
Yeah, goofy foot friends are the worst. Martin Daly. The reason I brought it up, Martin Daly, this is on Beach Grip. Martin Daly says that Macaroni's now is home to some apex predators.
What does that mean?
I'm not talking about sharks. I'm talking about alligators.
Saltwater crocs? Not. Alligators.
Crocodiles?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Alligators are like Florida. Like they just
Did
eat
you know
dogs.
that alligators and crocodiles only live together in one place in the world? Florida.
Great.
Other than that, yeah, there's crocodiles
Crocodiles
in the lineup, and somebody was eaten at a wave close to there in the Telos Islands by a crocodile. I didn't know there's crocodiles in Indo.
There's crocodiles in Mexico. We like
crazy.
at Rick's house. There's fucking crocodiles. We see them all the time. We've seen them on the beach, like at 5 o'clock when we come back from surfing, getting in the water.
Ooh, that's your goofy-footed friend?
Crocodile Rick.
Yeah.
Crocodile Rick.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna. Oh wait, actually, this person. I thought we're gonna get through an episode of this with no death. There was a near-death experience. This is really gnarly. You know the Munich icebox wave?
Yeah.
The river wave?
Yes.
So this gal was surfing it.
Really cold right now.
It's really cold. She was surfing it, and she fell, and somehow her leash, which was still attached to her leg, went under the water and got stuck in the rocks. She was underwater being dragged backwards by her ankle for 30 minutes. They pulled her out, and the word that they used right here is scary. Reanimated her on the riverbank.
Like Jesus?
I don't know. 30 minutes in rushing water.
Well, it would freeze her body. It would probably do its part to slow everything down.
Well, she's in the hospital right now, and we are sending you healing vibes. We want you to make it through.
That's insane.
That's scary.
They do say that if you fall into like frozen water and you are cold, it does kind of slow your bodily functions down so that your blood flow, whatever it does, yeah.
Dude, I had a near-death experience kind of like that. I was behind a boat when I was like 12, and we were boogie boarding, and I don't know why I was like, so the rope's here, and I go, I'm gonna take my leash off, and I put it through the handle to this, so it's my leash is on my wrist.
So you wouldn't drop the rope?
I don't know why. I fell off the boogie board, and I was getting dragged underwater like this.
Human torpedo.
And I couldn't get the thing off. It was so scary.
Did they reanimate you?
No, the boats eventually stopped. So, you got any more surf news?
Nope.
Okay.
There's a big hubbub in the chat right now that alligators were native to North America.
Okay.
But crocodiles were introduced here. And then someone says that they got their first
tariffs.
They got their first pair of Crocs for Christmas.
Crocs started as
Crocs are
a
fucking cool.
boat shoe.
Crocs are cool. I'm sorry. I talked shit on Crocs for a long time. They're great if you're like in the garden.
Okay.
You know?
I like dry boots.
You like the dry boots?
Yeah. Dry boot.
Do you wear those in the garden?
Yeah, I put them
in your underwear?
I put them right by
you
the
look
front
like
door.
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Water in your...
I do.
Shitter's full, Clark.
I can't read any of the comments on my thing.
No shit.
Okay, skate news brought to you by Spy Optic at Spy Optic. Everybody's freaking out about Tom Schaar's Verts Not Dead video part.
Holy moly.
It's one of the sickest video parts I've ever seen.
It's so beyond the scope of what anyone has ever really... I mean, there's very few people that have like moved the vertical needle the way that this has, and I will say them out loud.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe Danny Way's part in Questionable. He and Colin McKay's part in the Plan B video.
Oh, and they skated a Four Horsemen?
Where it was unbelievable. It was the stuff that Danny and Colin were street skating on vert. Yeah. So that was a big one. Jake Brown's video part. Was wild. Yep. Elliot Sloan's. Yep. I think Tony has had.
Tony's had a couple pretty good video parts.
The End.
Yes.
His part in the Birdhouse, The End movie.
Now, do you put vert and... Because this is vert ramps and mega ramp. I wouldn't say this is like transition because it's not cement per se.
No, but I feel like, you know, and then
Jimmy Wilkins.
Like
every video part.
I feel like there's been these people that kind of move the needle. I say the way that Tom skates big stuff. Yeah. With like extensions and gaps out to things and
goalposts,
gaps across things. Like his awareness of where he's at and what he can do, like the technicality.
It's cat-like. You really are wearing those sunglasses, huh?
I forgot they were on. He does that. The last trick he does in the part, which is like the Hail Mary. Is the big spin over. I think it's like it's 18-foot or 16-foot gap.
So it's
at Tony's.
Yeah, four
big spin back disaster, like fast.
So wait, 4 pieces of
4 sheets
wood, 4 sheets of wood, 4 feet each.
Yeah.
And Grayson Fletcher at the end, I wrote this down because I love this quote. He saw the trick and he said, "That was the most mind-melting trick I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of tricks, and I've had a long life."
The trick that did it for me, I mean, obviously all that stuff is bananas, but Tom at Elliott's does I guess it would be like a front side half cab. I mean, back in the day, we kind of like did like fakey ollie reverts, but like there's no revert involved. He basically does a fakey ollie, like half of a front side caballerial, and he just basically bonks, like tweaks his legs out somehow, gets over exactly, and then just turns his hips and goes in fakey. And I guess it would be a frontside half cab, but like 10 feet out. It was the craziest thing.
It's the most controlled, like, weight on his board, using the wind, gravity.
Yeah,
air,
when you're going that high, I mean, you do have to consider wind.
Yeah.
Like when you're going 15 feet out of something, like, oh god, it's a windy day.
Well, and all the half of the added things he puts on, like a 13-foot vert ramp's not enough. You got to put another 15-foot extension, and there's a lot of them where people are just like holding them. Screw the thing in. Don't make it harder than it is. So that
congratulations, Tom.
That was incredible. But that kind of made me think about the Birdhouse skate team right now. It's stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Schaar, Tony Hawk, Grayson Fletcher, Jaws, Tate Carew, Lizzie, Elliot Sloan, David Loy, Felipe Nunez, and more.
I feel
it's a good ass team.
They do have a heavy transition roster.
Yeah, they do,
which I think is kind of cool. And but all these guys can do whatever the hell they want.
Spanky, one of my personal favorite skateboarders, just dropped a quick video part for Lottie's. Is a new shoe, America Spanky / Lottie's shoe with art and stuff. But I just looked at his Instagram right before the show. He just unveiled low key a Tim Robinson Pro model for Baker. Or bro model, whatever it is. And it has Tim Robinson in the hot dog.
The comedian.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, in the hot dog outfit on the board.
Wow.
I want that.
I didn't do shit.
I didn't do shit. We love Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson's awesome.
This is an interesting little story I saw on Quarter Snacks. It was a survey. Okay? They surveyed a bunch of shop owners.
Oh, yeah. There's people asking about what the fucking sticks are.
Oh.
Okay, let me explain to you guys.
I got you a stick.
If you're watching...
Here, I got you a stick.
There's sticks on the table. If you're listening, Chris has decided that he wants to be the most noticed person on... What is it? What's the...
official
Instagram?
Stick reviews?
Official stick reviews.
I don't want to be the most noticed person. I just love sticks.
Yeah, but like you're posting to them a lot. To the
maybe
point
once
where
a week.
It's kind of a lot.
I just want people to respect sticks.
Oh,
more.
So what is this stick?
That's for you. That's a sword stick.
This doesn't even have any personality.
What are you talking about?
What kind of stick is this?
It's actually this was a stick for a kid, because this stick is a grown-up stick. See, it's longer.
It's not even like, what would you do with this?
It's a walking stick.
It doesn't have shit. There's no characteristics on that. None.
Walking stick.
There's no unique
arrow.
shape. It's not a gun. It's not even.
What are you talking about?
It's not even bent.
Look at the tip.
It's not even bent like a bow.
It is bent like a bow.
That can't get any flex out of that.
I like it.
I feel like you never played in the woods.
I love these sticks.
I was only.
Give me that back. You don't want it.
I don't want that stick.
Stick Nation. Official stick reviews. I like it. So this was a questionnaire sent out by Quarter Snacks to some skate shops. Just some interesting information. Top board brands.
Oh, someone says a switch. Do you know what a switch is?
Dude, that's not a switch. This is the rule of thumb. You're not allowed to beat your wife with a stick wider than your thumb.
What? Where is that rule?
Of thumb.
That's the rule of thumb?
Yeah.
I thought the rule of thumb was that your trousers couldn't be...
Sorry, honey.
I forget. There is a rule of thumb. I think the rule of thumb is that the cuff of your
the
when
rule
you're being
of thumb is about a stick.
No,
to
it's
hit
not. The rule of thumb I've heard is like your jacket.
Look it up.
Can't. No.
I'll look it up.
But your rule of thumb sounds more like abuse at home.
Well, I don't do it.
But you follow the rules.
Rule of thumb.
What is it? Just an accurate guide of principle. It doesn't give you shit. What's the rule of thumb?
A method for doing something based on practical experience.
All right. Who cares? You beat your wife with a stick.
I don't.
At some point.
Oh, the rule, it's mistakenly associated with domestic violence. Okay, so I made a mistake.
Kelly's gonna beat the shit out of you with a stick.
There's no law about wife beating, and I'm not laughing at that.
What about the rule of wrist?
I thought the rule of thumb is not related to any kind of abuse.
It literally says it.
It's a misinterpretation.
To the point that the AI in your computer has to diffuse the situation for you.
English common law allowing husbands to use a stick no thicker than their thumb to beat their wives. This is inaccurate, folks.
It can actually be.
No, I'm glad we
It can
cleared that
actually
up.
be wrist thickness.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Okay, thanks. Can we get back to the podcast?
The most popular skate brands right now in shops who went into this questionnaire:
Okay.
Antihero, Baker, Limousine,
Wow.
Shop brand boards, and Deluxe skateboards. Deluxe, distributed. Top shoes: Nike, New Balance, Vans, Cons. Top clothing in skate shops right now. Shop brand clothing.
Makes sense.
That's cool. Butter goods. Do you have any butter goods gear?
No.
My kids do. Carpet and Stussy. Stussy?
Stussy.
Stussy? You know that we have a Sunbender song with a Stussy name check?
Really?
Yeah, it's the line is, she was a fresh-faced girl, so much better than the rest. Didn't even know about that Stussy S. That's when I was.
Oh, the Stussy S.
Yeah.
But I don't even think that has anything to do with Stussy.
The Stussy S.
The S was around before Stussy.
Really?
Yeah, people are wondering where that came from. I think it.
Chat. Hey, what's up, chat? Does anybody know where the Stussy S came from?
Yeah, shut up with the crocodiles introduced by the meteor.
Stussy S is imported.
Moving on.
We have skateboards. See, there's one behind Todd's head. And they were made in the USA by Quincy Woodwrights.
We ain't messing with them tariffs.
Nope. Tariff free. I'm gonna price those boards appropriately. $25.
Tariffism.
Why not? Maybe 40. I don't know.
Tariffs.
Snowboarding news is presented by Mammoth Mountain.
World Quarterpipe Championships are this weekend. Get your butt to Mammoth and you can watch people pull out just a little bit too far on a quarterpipe made for watching people go big. And when they pull out a little too far, oh boy, it is a splat festival.
Yeah, and that's going to be April 25th, presented by Sunbum, Icon, Skull Candy, Nixon, Slush, and more.
Quarterpipes are really hard to ride well.
Dude.
They're very difficult.
So,
at
Kaishu,
that size.
Kaishu
Hirano?
He's there practicing.
Is he?
I think I saw him on a quarterpipe. And
no, you saw him at the Swatch 9s overshoot the jump by
this was like a practice or whatever it was. So he just does an air.
No, that's at the Monster thing. They just did something at Jackson Hole.
Well, I'm talking about quarterpipes in general.
Okay, go ahead.
He did an air and came down, and I'm like, that is so much harder than it looks. And a big air on a quarterpipe is so underrated.
Terrifying.
Hard on a snowboard.
If you pull out a little too much, you fall to the flat. If you don't pull out enough, you land on the deck. And then
what?
The deck of the quarterpipe.
Deck. Oh, D-E-C-K.
Deck. And then if you go frontside, you're a lord.
Man,
giant frontside
poker.
I'll tell you what,
Chris, would be sick.
Back in the day when they used to have the mega ramp.
Okay.
Right. They had mega ramp at X Games.
Yes.
Do you remember that when it was in Los Angeles? They had it out in the parking lot.
At Staples Center.
At Staples Center. So this was kind of like one of the first mega ramps that a lot of people had access to skate, right? And I remember going and watching practice, and Chris Miller was skating, and so I think Tony Magnuson was skating too.
Yeah.
And Chris Miller did a frontside air that was probably conservatively like 13 or 14 feet high.
Jesus.
And he said he landed and was like, I'm never doing that again. I'll never do that again.
He's over it.
He just did it. And it's like, no.
Cool. I did it.
I did it.
I'm good.
And I feel like that's what it would be like to go, like if you did like a 15-foot high frontside air on a quarter pipe, like you're just gambling. Like that's when the wind, like that's when you're like, what's the wind doing today?
Yeah.
You get blown.
Sketch.
Rule of stick.
Surfer Dion Agius got smoked snowboarding in LAAX. He says, I got a bit too excited to finally be snowboarding again after 4 years. Caught a rail first day, slammed on his chest onto ice, collapsing a lung, getting rushed to the ER. He was in the hospital for 4 days, hooked up to a machine to suck the air out of his chest.
You know why? It's because he's fucking doing reverses. It's called a 540. You just start calling shit reverses.
Man,
snowboarding wants to take you out.
Snowboarding almost tried to take out Dion. I'm glad Dion's getting better. I love him. Winter is still wintering, Todd.
Oh, for sure.
Switzerland, where Dion snowboarded, just got 89 inches in 2 days. And they've had the best winter. Spring?
I guess it's spring.
We've got I've got let me just list off some of the opening, or the openers staying open. The resorts that are staying
currently
open.
still open?
Yeah, and staying open.
Okay.
Mammoth Mountain until Memorial Day. That's May 26th.
I think that's at least Memorial Day.
At least.
Yeah.
Palisades till July 4th.
They've got a lot.
They're already saying it.
Their park right now at Palisades, our good friend Matt Peterson, who's been making snowboard parks for people for years now in Tahoe, has what he likes to call the... What? Why are you hitting things with the stick?
Nothing. Keep going.
Let's put the sunscreen on with the stick.
No. Don't. It's gonna spray my computer.
There's a middle-age park at Palisades right now that's supposed to be wonderful. So get up. I hope to get up there. I'm still dealing with this heel bruise thing.
Yeah.
Actually, the heel bruise isn't so bad. It's the shin splint now that still sucks, but I'm getting over it.
Well, get over it, because Mount Hood could be open through August.
Well, easily.
Arapahoe Basin.
Yeah.
Extended.
Yeah.
What else we got? Timberline on Mount Hood. Yeah.
Mount Bachelor's still open.
Brighton Snowbird could stay open until May 18th.
Usually
20th.
Snowbird stays open pretty late. I bet Brighton closes pretty soon.
Banff and Whistler are going to be open.
Whistler's always open for a long time.
Obviously one of the best snowboard filmers ever, Gimbal God, has an article on Slush right now that's pretty interesting. I watched it. His like 8 favorite things that he's filmed. It's really good. He's a really good filmer.
Spenny's a good filmer.
Yeah. Do you have any more snow news?
Fuck, I feel like I do, but I just... No.
You do, but you don't.
I do, but I don't.
Well, then let's talk about nerd news.
Okay, let's get into it.
Nerd news, other news, and questions brought to you by Vessel Shipping at Vessel App. Other news first.
Oh, wait,
What?
I'll tag this on the back of snowboarding.
Well,
so
now it's in the for nerd news.
So I've had... And there's a couple questions within the question segment about this too. So if you're following along with my crazy fucking heel bruise and my shin splint and me using the DMSO stuff on me, I do feel like it worked. I do feel like that it 100% kept. There was no swelling.
Sick.
I never really had to deal with swelling, and I never dealt with any bruising.
Okay.
The heel bruise itself, or whatever it's like the soft padding of your foot that gets the contusion. Yeah. Like it's healing pretty quickly. Okay. It's really hard to heal a heel bruise and like a shin splint because you're on your feet all day.
Yeah, H-E-A-L.
What? Oh, I get it. Yeah. But I feel like that stuff did work.
Okay.
And I've been kind of talking to some people within my Instagram direct messages about like their experience with it. And some people have had like the crazy... adverse skin reactions to it. Like it can give you hives.
Oh.
So it's not for everybody. And you know how they say, try a little bit of this on a small section before you go all in.
Oh, because it could mess you up.
Could end up
but it also could heal you.
It could heal you.
Okay, well, nerd news, other news, and questions brought to you by Vessel Shipping at Vessel App. Big bike bonanza, the 420 jam. Stark and the homies up in Lake Elsinore threw a hell of a party. One of my kids was there and said it was amazing. I want to give a shout out to Chihu.tv on YouTube. That's Todd's son and his crew. I just caught up on the latest episodes. They're going off. Mountain bike news is good.
I don't like mountain bikes.
Because people get broke off on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
It's scary.
Well, now that my son's driving around, it's an added, like, okay, he's not on the e-bike driving around town anymore, so that's a relief, but now he's in a car.
What scares you?
Taking his mountain bike to
What scares you
spots.
more? When he's driving or the fact that he's hitting jumps on a mountain bike?
Jumps on a mountain bike.
Do you have a really good helmet for him?
Yeah.
Does he have like a,
He's got a Fox racing helmet.
Chest protector or anything?
I don't know.
Bullshit?
Maybe when he's going like racing and stuff. But I think day to day, it's like we did dangerous stuff.
I did see
the best.
like I never got into BMX, and like BMX and skateboarders, there was like a big, almost like as big as the rollerblade skater beef.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's really funny because I love BMX now. Dennis Anderson dropped a clip the other day in San Diego of him basically like, I don't know if you would call it a nollie, but like he front flipped this gigantic road gap on his BMX bike. Dennis Anderson is a fucking god, dude.
Yeah.
Like he's so gnarly.
Yeah.
And BMX at that level is so crazy.
So
to
scary.
Me. Wow.
It's Tom Schaar stuff.
Yeah, it's Tom Schaar, but like in the streets.
I've been saw the homie Pete Terrace put up a clip of his little son, smooth with it, BMX jump. So I like that BMX mountain biking.
It's making a comeback, man.
It's getting bigger.
Making a comeback.
It's really fun to watch. Hard to do. Full credit to them. Anybody that does it.
Oh,
this on Nerd News. HBO is bringing some heat.
Fuck yeah, they
Todd.
are, dude.
Trailer that you watch before Last of Us that gives you kind of the full spring catalog of shows coming up is so sick.
I'm telling you right now that I know a lot of you probably did watch Last of Us last night.
Yeah.
And a lot of you probably...
I'm going to watch it tonight.
A lot of you probably didn't play the game.
Okay, I did not.
And I'm really curious to what your reactions are.
I have people. I saw some people. Posting
I told
stuff.
you not.
No, I didn't read anything. There's no spoilers. Posting things that like we're shook. We are shook up.
Yeah.
After last night's app, I can't wait. But there's more. Welcome to Derry is an It prequel series set in the '60s coming to HBO Max.
That's cool.
A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, a new Game of Thrones series.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Duster, a new action series.
Dude.
And more.
Andor tomorrow.
3-episode.
So they're releasing it in 4 3-episode
blocks,
which is amazing. And apparently with it, there's a time jump of I think like 4 to 5 years in between the 3 to 4. Put the stick down.
I did.
There's time jumps in between the blocks of the shows.
Okay.
And I went back and I rewatched. I mean, I watched Andor. It makes
or what?
Or this or that. I rewatched all of Andor at once this past weekend. It is such good TV. And so what I did hear from some people that because the people that review these shows, right, they've already watched them. Okay. And they say that you should rewatch Andor, watch season 2, and then immediately watch Rogue One because it changes Rogue One.
Oh wow, okay.
Because of what you know from the background going into Rogue One, it completely rewrites what you think that movie is about and the stakes and the sadness. And dude, Tony Gilroy is like a genius with this writing. I wish that more.
I like it.
Well,
I like it.
This is what I live for. I love snowboarding and skating and surfing, and I love well-written science fiction movies that they pay attention to the small details.
Yeah, world.
It's the world building. It's not all about the flashy explosions. It's more like
I like that.
The weird undercurrent of things. I like that.
Well, if you have time, you should watch the new season of Black Mirror. It messes with you. It really does mess with you.
Does it mess with you?
Yeah, it messes with you. You gotta watch that episode of Black Mirror, and then you have to watch like an episode of Seinfeld right after, just to kind of like
I
regulate
heard.
yourself.
I never watched this series, but it's been recommended to me that Daredevil series.
Yeah, people are talking about that.
Really good. I will drop into that.
Okay.
It's very violent, I've heard.
Oh yeah, wow. Okay, and we got questions. Questions brought to you by, again, Vessel app, at Vessel app. Adam Art, mass question.
See, Adam M.A.S. is like one of the dudes that I nerd out with the most because he appreciates this shit like I do.
That's cute. Mass question from Adam Art. Action Sports has always had larger-than-life characters. Christian Fletcher, Matt Hoy, Barney, Cab, Hosoi, Palmer, Roach, to name a few. In your opinion, who do you think are the characters in today's action sports? I think Grayson Fletcher is definitely one of the characters. Mm-hmm. Main character energy. Zeb Powell.
Mason Ho.
Mason Ho. Those are good ones right there.
Mm-hmm. Those are like they're not the dudes that are winning all the medals at X Games, but they're the ones that everyone stops to watch.
That you want to see.
And I think that's really what the special part about that's the style part.
Yeah.
Right?
But also like personality.
Right.
Style and personality together
the
means
same thing,
lot.
I think.
Yeah. Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Devin, what up, Devin? The skiing in Arizona keeps going. Another 18-inch powder day at Snow Bowl. What was your best day on the hill this year? The third day in Hokkaido on the Mint Tours was my best day on the snow this year.
Oh, shit.
What was your best day on the snow?
Best day?
Yeah.
Like the day that I had the most fun?
Yes. Shit? What day was that?
Probably. God, I'm gonna say when I went to Stratton for Homestead.
Okay.
I feel like I had the most fun, like the day that I had the most fun on the hill this year.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Sarah wants to know. Sarah, it sounds like you both take New Greens and Bubs Naturals as part of your normal regime. But are there any other supplements or things that you take daily to help with muscle, joint, cardiovascular health, longevity?
Magnesium.
Basically, there are things. You do magnesium. I do NAD injections.
Do you really?
I do.
You do?
I do.
I think for me, magnesium has helped out a lot. Also, I take vitamin. I take vitamin K.
Okay.
Vitamin B. I feel like I get enough C, so I don't really take a ton of C vitamin. But like,
I eat oranges.
I do feel like that.
I fuck with oranges.
Magnesium and calcium.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
How many vitamins a day do you take?
Not that many. I think it's like it's there. One of them I just pour into. It's like New Greens.
Okay.
Same deal. I put some stuff in my coffee. The collagen stuff that I take just goes into my coffee.
Yeah, same.
The magnesium I take before I go to bed. Magnesium with a what do you call it? What's the
A hint of DMT.
Just a hint. No, but I feel like at night I take magnesium and melatonin, and it knocks me the fuck out.
Oh wow, okay.
Hey Brady, I got a question from Brady.
Brady,
what's
up, Brady?
Faraday says I did sign a boot contract with K2. I did because it was part of my Moro thing.
Tight.
So I'm helping them to.
That means I also signed a contract with K2.
I'm helping K2 to refine and push forward the next version of the Taro to my boot. So look for that with some enhancements. Yeah.
Right. Frank Dixon, he's in Stick Nation. What up, Frankie? He's also the drummer of Sunbender.
Sick.
Oh,
your dog got a stick?
Chasing Winter says, where was your best day on snow and why? We kind of just covered that. Yeah, but great question. This is from John Veeder. It's Gaper Day.
Every day.
On Whistler Mountain, a.k.a. the last day of winter operations, but Blackcomb stays open until May 23rd. So what do they do special on Gaper Day? Is it Gapper Day or Gaper Day?
It's Gaper Day. You just dress like a goon. But like, I don't know. Gaper Day Gaper Day is kind of funny because some people just live Gaper Day
every day.
And honestly, I feel like those people are like happier.
Yeah, don't Google gaping. That's what people do on Gaper Day, right? They're gaping around the mountain.
Just gape. If you
don't Google it. Don't. I said don't.
What's the rule of thumb on gape?
Hey, this is an email question from Dustin Jones.
Wow, is it?
Chris and Todd, thoughts on taking a dump in public restrooms? He really comes through with some...
That one's called a foreign soil.
Thoughts on taking a dump in public restrooms? Where do you draw the line? And if you... paper...
What? Read it.
And if you're a prude pooper, how do you survive road trips?
Oh, my friend Mike once. Mike has been my team manager at Nixon and Spy. Mike rented a hotel room once because he didn't like the foreign soil.
Yeah, right.
He did. We were in Oregon and he had to go to the bathroom super bad. And he has a phobia of public restrooms.
Oh my God,
so he rented a hotel room to take a poop.
That's hilarious. I mean, I've pooped in some horrible restrooms, and it's not ideal.
You poop in the porta potties that are on the beach.
I live in porta potties most of the summer, so I can't say much. I mean, I put down paper. I'm like, I bring hand sanitizer.
I just want to know, and we may have covered this before.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you have to poop at the airport. Why is there? Number one, I have a couple qualms with the bathroom in the
airport bathrooms suck.
Why is there always an unraveled mummy in at least one of the toilets? Two, as soon as you settle in, the dude next to you is just like it's the gnarliest thing. Like, what the fuck did they eat?
San Diego has
and
decent
do you laugh?
bathrooms.
Yeah, do you laugh when people fart? I always laugh in the bathroom when people fart, and then they laugh in there too.
Yeah, I think if you have the clout to be in the airport lounge, you're stoked because those bathrooms are nice. San Diego airport bathrooms hit or miss. LAX airport bathrooms are so gnarly.
Yeah, that's why
I walked into a bathroom at LAX. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, this is 2025.
Dude, you use the family restroom. That's what you.
But
LAX, you go in the all gender or family restroom.
They're torching LAX. I think they're bulldozing.
I hope so.
Just put a nice bathroom in there, please.
Dude, it's kind of gnarly when the airport in Tijuana shits on LAX.
Well, it's newer.
It is newer.
Andre says, where is everybody snowboarding this summer?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say Mount Hood, Oregon.
Okay.
Mount Hood, Oregon has been a really popular place for the snowboarding in the summertime for as long as I can remember. And then also you can go with Mint Tours to South America. I believe they have an Argentina trip and a Chile trip.
Okay.
And you can also go to New Zealand. New Zealand's fun.
Really?
And you could also go to Australia.
I like that. Okay. Hannah Lee. Hi, Hannah. This is a great question. Which 3 action sports athletes would you take on a Monday Mass trip to the Renaissance Fair?
To the Ren Fair? Dude, I've been to so many Ren Fairs.
I mean, I gotta go Grayson Fletcher. He's coming.
Yeah. Who else?
Damn. That's a good one. Who would... Because you want somebody who's gonna actually, be into it.
You
know,
Mason,
get down with it.
Mason would be into it.
Mason Ho.
See, we're talking about these personalities, the people that will just go and not care. Who else?
We gotta pick a snowboarder.
Zeb Powell.
Yeah, we're bringing Zeb. Same crew's coming with us to the Ren Fair.
Pro snowboard. Let me think. We've already used Zeb.
Fava.
Rennie Renacongos.
Rennie. B Don wants to know, how's Todd's bruised heels going?
It's getting better. A bruised heel takes a very long time to get better.
Yeah. We got a shout out here, a shout out request. Shout out to Chanchito. Chanchito is the animated pig that surfs and stuff. Chanchito. Okay. What else we got? I think last shout out is from Pete Terrace. Let's talk about MTB up and comers and that scene starting to blow up. BMX2, Dennis, yes.
Yeah. He's talking about Dennis Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
Does Dennis Anderson own Claremont Park?
I don't know. He probably fucking.
He's from
owns
San
it.
Diego.
Yeah, he's from San Diego.
Yeah, I think he's part of the. Maybe he owns it. I don't know.
He's one of those dudes though, like the OG gnarly street riders, no brakes.
Oh yeah, all gas, no brakes, all balls, no ass. Wait, all yeah.
All gauge.
George Perks says, my shout out is to Chris Cote, once in a lifetime dude. Thankfully, I'm only once in a lifetime. George Perks, the producer of the up and coming Sunbender EP. It's going to be epic. We're going to put the EP in epic.
Cool.
What else you got? That's it?
That's it.
That was a lot. That was quite an episode.
Quite a show. All right, guys.
All right.
We're going to peace out. We'll talk to you guys next week. I hope everyone goes and watches Last of Us because last night's episode will turn things on its head.
Okay. I can't wait.
So, see you guys next week.
Oh, I'm nervous to watch it now.
You should be because this shit's going to fucking fry your brain.